guys. This is my 1967 Mustang. I picked it up a few years ago, and it is the car that I've wanted since my early teens, probably around 13 or 14 years old. I can't pinpoint exactly when or how this car became an obsession for me. But I do remember reading an article about the 1967 GT500 in a Muscle Mustang magazine or some kind of hot rod magazine when I was in junior high. This car originally came with a inline six and an automatic transmission. It now has a high performance 289 V8 and a 5-speed manual transmission out of a 1986 GT Mustang. As you can see, it's absolutely stunning. I actually wanted a fastback, but because the movie Gone in 60 Seconds with Nick Cage, the 1967 fastback Mustangs became very sought after, and they were extremely expensive. One similar to this, with the same color scheme and everything in a fastback, would probably cost twice as much, at least. I've got a lot of additional modifications I want to do to the car, and I've got a pile of parts here. Today I'm going to start with this. This is a fuel neck. Gas pumps weren't made for old cars like this. So this guy, and it's just some guy that he took these filler necks and he modified with an insert, and he made these so that when you fill up the gas it doesn't splash out, and you can leave the pump handle in and it'll automatically shut off. I'm pretty sure this is a reproduction gas cap, and it's got some damage to it, so I'm going to replace this as well. I'll replace it with a flip down gas cap. I'll show you that later. So it looks like a 9/16 socket. Yep. All right, there's one more. Alright, the nuts off. This should pull right out. There we go. Yeah, this is an old Scott Drake, and you can see the plastic is, or enamel or whatever it is, it's cracked. So I'm replacing that anyway. Okay, that's attached with a hose clamp inside, and I believe it's a 3/8 inch. No? Maybe it is a 5/16. Okay, let me show you. It is right down in here. I don't have any place to hold the camera in there, and I don't want to scratch my paint or anything, so I'll set this to the side and I'll pull that off. Alright, I got it all unscrewed, but because the car was painted over this, I'm going to have to cut the paint away around the outside. That way when I pull this off, I don't chip out my paint. that all the way around. Now, I'm going to try and pull this off and leave the gasket in place. Alright, now you can see it's just an open tube. There's nothing inside to hold the fuel, the gas hose inside. And the angle's not great, so it's hard to get the hose all the way in. And the replacement has this insert inside, like on a modern car, and they say that entirely fixes the problem. Now I just put the hose clamp back on. This is the gas cap. It's a pop-down type. Push the button back and oh, okay. So that's part of it. Well, with this installed, this seals the opening and helps push it open. I got the GT badging for it because I wanted it. Some people will say that's not a true GT. It didn't originally come as a GT. I don't care, it's a hot rod. People modify their cars to make them look and sound and feel and drive better. This one has been modified, and one of the modifications I'm going to do is put on GT badging. That goes right in. Well, and these snap right on. There. Still not loose. Huh. Well, let's see what I can do about that. So it's not very well held. Alright. I'm going to attach this part. Like that. So, put this part in there. And then the washer, right? Okay. Put the spring down, and then you put this part, and then the washer, and then you put that part, and screw that in. That's right. All right. And you put this little gasket in, line up the holes, and you put this on. By the way, you like my shirt? It's awesome, isn't it? I designed it. Follow the link in the description. You can buy your own. And it's on sale. Hands one. Stop underneath. Good stuff. Get back. Put your back on the other one. Screwdriver. There it is. There it is. Now, some people have complained that this pops open when you go over bumps. I think they might have fixed that issue, because this seems to be pretty secure now. Now, one last bolt to put in. It's a 10 millimeter. Alright, here we go. I've got a beautiful pop down GT and it looks amazing. I don't think I have to tell you, I love this car. It's been a little while, so I know a little bit more about what I've done here. The gas cap did flip open while driving, so I removed the spring from here and I just put a twist-on cap here. And also, this filler neck didn't work as well as I had hoped. It still splashed out gas if I wasn't holding the hose and pushing it in all the way, which is disappointing. But I can now fill up my tank all the way and have it automatically shut off. I wasn't able to do that before because when I tried, I would always overfill and it would splash out. Overall, I'm still happy with my purchase, but I just hoped it would work better. And the difference is it probably didn't work quite as well because I'm in California, and we've got different laws than other states on our fuel pumps.